From 2001 comes Running Out of Time 2, directed by Johnnie and Cheung. And this is again following Inspector Ho, again played by Cheung. And this time we have Eric Cheng as the thief in this one. And in my rush to talk about how great Running Out of Time was, I didn't mention one of the driving forces in that. And that was the kind of weight of the characters. There's a death sentence on one of the characters there, and it adds a kind of urgency to the final moments of a lot of what's going on. That's kind of removed this time about, and I think that kind of removes a kind of urgency from the movie, making it not as good as the first one. But it's still a pretty great movie. This time we have Inspector Ho against a magician, which just, I thought it was a great idea. And we have this character again who has this great plot, who has all these moves thought out, who knows exactly what he's going to do and manipulate Ho, who's been watching him for a while. And we get introduced again on a rooftop. We get introduced to another negotiator, a actor who was in the first movie, but he's playing a different character here, who, to be honest, is absolutely fantastic. I loved him in this one as a bumbling, gambling addict negotiator who just can't get his act together. There's a wonderful scene where he's talking to the bad guys. The camera's right in the face of him. He's just getting slapped constantly. He's shaking, he's nervous, he's afraid. It's a wonderful performance. Which the movie has several times over with several people. But again, we're back to the main actors here, Inspector Ho and the thief, who's introduced in this kind of dazzling green suit with green smoke as he evades Inspector Ho after a conversation alluding to the game that's to be set afoot in this one. And of course, there are grander stakes at play here, but again, the bad guy's not truly bad. You know, and that's the kind of thing that I like about these movies. Inspector Ho he's the law. Things have to be done right. He's willing to do the job that needs to be done. He may not agree with the politics of it as well. The bad guy has a grander idea behind it all, but you don't know what that is until the end of the movie. But you do understand that he's not a bad guy, which I kind of like as well. The fact that he's a magician offers up so many possibilities, and it offers up so many great moments where these two characters are kind of playing with each other, trying to evade each other, similar to the first movie where they're having these conversations. Someone has the upper hand, and then it gets turned through a little bit of horseplay or something fun that lets them evade, whether it be bike chases, whether it be letting off a kind of smoke flare in a cab. There's just lots of fun things going on here. I love to see some of the bigger standout pieces in this one particularly. There's a moment in the police office where a smoke bomb goes off and our criminal just walks in and just walks off with 20 million. And then the fact that they figure out how he did it all, and they're just all kind of annoyed that they were just played so easily, as this was kind of funny. A couple of things that just niggled me about this watch. There is a hawk in this one which is really fake. It's a CGI hawk or eagle, and it just doesn't look right at all. It feels almost unnecessary as well, although it leads to a great sequence later on with Inspector Ho is chasing after it, driving a car through a busy city, which is kind of fun, but again, it's still a kind of ropey CGI thing that I don't feel is completely necessary to the plot. And the inspector this time around is even more bumbling and incompetent than he was in the first one. He's there primarily for comic relief. And it doesn't quite land every time. Although I do like the actor, I do like the performance, I do think it's unnecessary. Although when you strip it back, we've got Ho versus the thief, and everything about that is wonderfully played out. I loved the character of Inspector Ho. I really enjoyed the character of the magician thief, who offers up some wonderful entertainment throughout the movie. But there's no real weight behind this one. I don't really care about the outlying story about the artifacts and the money. I'm just interested in the playful nature between Ho and the thief, and I get that, and it's there, and it's fun. I enjoyed it. Not as good as the first one, but still a fairly interesting and fun movie. I wish there were more running out of times, because I really enjoyed the characters and the playful nature. I think the direction is fine. It's not outstanding. There is some toe-isms here, but not to the extent there are in other Johnnie To movies, probably because it's co-directed, this one. But yeah, running out of time too, pretty fun. Not as good as the original, close, but not as good. Great double package, absolutely fantastic movies. I would strongly recommend this set. Playful heist movies with a cat and mouse twist between the good guy and the bad guy, who's still kind of good. I like it. Smile-inducing, fun pieces of entertainment. I would love to know your thoughts on Running Out of Time 2. Let me know in the comment box below. We'll have a discussion about this one. As always, there's more content up here. If you want to see more of my stuff, hit the like button because it helps the channel. In the description box there are links to the Patreon and the membership program, and to where you can pick up some Man v Film merch, all that really help the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.